Gran Turismo has been a genre-defined leviathan of a series on the PlayStation, being one of the most important series on that platform and in gaming in general. With console exclusives like the new God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn jumping to the PC, many have speculated that Gran Turismo could do the same. So could we see Gran Turismo in the PC? That is exactly the question that the good people at GT Planet asked Kazunori Yamayuchi about the future of Gran Turismo and if he would consider this move to happen. The link to the article is below. Go leave the guys at GT Planet some support. Kaz's answer is quite straightforward. Yes, I do think so. But before going to Gran Turismo 7 confirmed on a PC, there are some technical issues that most certainly are slowing down the port to the PC platform. As we know, the development cycle of Gran Turismo has been always very lengthy. Each title takes ages as the guys at Polyphony try to squeeze the max amount of performance available from the platform while at the same time maintaining a great visual fidelity. It's not always perfect, but Gran Turismo 7 is one of the better optimized titles out there. GT7 has been on 2 generations of consoles simultaneously, and that has been quite a nightmare. There are not many platforms which could run the game at 4K 60 natively, so one way we make that possible is to narrow down the platform. It's not a very easy subject, but of course we are looking into it and considering it. Something to consider is subscribing to the channel as well. Thank you so much. In the case of Gran Turismo 7 specifically, it runs on a PlayStation 4, the Pro, and also the PS5. Each platform provides a different level of visual quality. Personally, I own GT7 on a PS4 and I do think it's one of the best looking titles on the platform, and even at that aging hardware, it holds its weight rather well comparing to modern sim racing titles. So all the videos of the replays you're seeing on the backgrounds, it comes from the PlayStation 4. This triple platform release has created issues for Polyphony Digital, including on the multiplayer stability front. It's from this lens that Kaz's words start to make more sense. The PlayStation platform has limited hardware choices, even with internal hardware revisions that happen in the platform life cycles. The PC, though, will have a much wider selection of hardware, from many competing generations of processor and graphics cards to multiple vendors. This hardware landscape creates a challenge to optimize the game in many different circumstances. Looking outside of Gran Turismo, it has been done with God of Wars and others on the PlayStation, as mentioned, but looking towards the competition, to the likes of Forza and the Forza Horizon series, these releases show it can be done at a very decent level of optimization and performance and have quite an interesting player numbers. For example, Steam charts show a daily 7,500 average players for Forza Horizon 5 on Steam. This title is also on the PC through Xbox, so it won't capture all the player base, but it does have quite a healthy number. This should mean that there's always a PC community available for crossplay with an appetite for titles that have been console exclusives previously. Since the release of Gran Turismo 7, many have asked this, so for PD and Sony, they won't really have an issue finding a decent player base and with that to sell some copies of the game. The PC platform could also be a great showcase for PD's graphical perfectionism, even with the issue of multiple hardware characteristics, multiple resolutions, and of course, multiple aspect ratios outside of 16:9. It might be a challenge that would create breakthroughs in the way that Polyphony Digital develops their future titles. Cheating on this possible port could also be an issue though, but let's not speculate that much on that front. This possible release should be still some time away, maybe years even. Even so, it is good to hear from Kaz that this port is at the very least being studied. It gives hope for many, including myself, that we would see this series being available to many more outside of the PlayStation. So what do you guys think about this? Personally, I would love it. It would definitely see me doing more content out of Gran Turismo. Something that has been holding me back is that my current setup isn't really suited for multiple platforms, so watch this clip and give me some tips how to set up everything. Anyways, many thanks to Jordan Greer and GT Planet for asking a very important question.